Damn, it's a party.
Hello, all you wonderful individuals out there, and welcome to the stream. I am Razim, and this is Ascent to Ascend Pathfinder, Season 4, Episode 8, Arrival of Aedric. We shall begin, as usual, with introductions, beginning with the one, the only, the dragon.
Yes, hello. I am Taldirius,
Ender.
who is currently... Hey, I am not an Ender Dragon.
Oh, come
Remember,
on!
replace
I
the
was
0
wait-
with another 0. Replace the 0 with another 0 right now.
On it, boss. I'm on it.
This time.
I didn't even say Ender Dragon, I just said Ender. You're a dragon Ender.
No, stop. Yes, and I am running today from a vacation. So it will be a little bit shorter than usual, probably, but we're at the end of an arc anyway, so works out, works out.
Gar.
I am Toshime, and I am playing Gar, the Gnoll Barbarian.
Moriarty.
Yep, sorry, I was pulling up the stream. I am the Fox Bard. I am playing Moriarty McCann, the Fox Bard. And yeah, I apparently like to just tell children everything I know about everything.
Yes. Yes, you do. And I am Tanya. I am playing Rose, the currently a corpse. Badly mangled one.
Anya, you are not entirely dead. You are just bleeding out on the ground.
Mostly dead is still slightly alive, which is a fitting location for a necromancer.
Timber.
Hello, I'm Timble. I'm playing Timbledore Jagomaster von Glorious Borkenborg Wolfenstein. I'm bleeding internally for like the past 2 weeks, but whatever, it's okay. The blood's still inside me. That's where it's supposed to be.
Timber?
Yeah.
It's your blood that's supposed to be inside of you, not your enemies.
Whoops.
Just thought you'd like to know.
Help. Hey, I get hungry, okay? Fighting builds an appetite.
Yeah, but that doesn't help replace your blood loss.
Eventually it will.
No, not really.
Give it enough time. Trust me, I know what I'm doing. I bled all the time. I do this for a living.
Oh, okay. Anyways, I am Razim, and I am playing as the Marten twins, Aedric and Aedric. And we also have Kerr.
Hello everyone, I am Kerr. I am playing Chemo the Incantor. Also, it's still really strange to not be first and being in Taldarius' spot.
Hi.
You're one of us now.
Yes,
One of
Kerr.
us. One of us. One of us.
Yes,
Don't
Kerr
worry,
has
just-
been TF'd into a paw again. Perhaps next time he'll have an actual icon if he ever gets me the info for the art.
So, I may just stick back, hang out, and not step in and save the party from imminent destruction and death.
Hey,
I
they
will
could
hate you in
totally
my
take
next life.
Aedric. They can totally take Aedric.
They're struggling with the second in command, apparently.
I will hate you in my next life.
Woes is.
I was gonna say only one person has been stabbed brutally by the second in command.
I'm judging you from the afterlife.
You're
the
not
twins are doing
actually
just
dead yet.
fine.
She's not dead yet. She will be soon. She's very ill. I can't
That
believe that
always-
sound bite.
Yeah.
Yes, I can dance and I can sing. I am not dead. I can do the island thing. I am not dead yet. Oh, now that song's gonna be stuck in my head.
Well, sing it while you're slaughtering the enemy.
All
Now I feel
right.
like now I wish I could hear the song "Slaughter Your World."
And now that song's stuck in my head. Why do you do this?
Revenge.
Counter psyops.
Anyways,
How about we move on to a recap to help the audience and especially our habitually late to fights member of Chemo?
I was busy. I was on vacation.
Does that stop me? Hmm?
Says the guy actually on vacation.
Yeah, I've gotta side with Taldarius here, Kerr. Sorry. He's literally on vacation.
He's literally
and
sitting
doing
on a
this.
beach.
I
He's on a
can
beach
use
on
the
a
10th
chair,
sphere
just
now.
yelling at random people.
I hauled my equipment 16 hours away.
so not to join in the dog pile here, but this is my third game during this same vacation.
I
I
dogpiled.
made the 10th sphere.
Yeah, but the
Well,
10
yes.
sphere has no power when, I'm not the storyteller.
I can still use it on you though. You run the streams.
It'll have power if you get downed and he's the only one that can res you.
Do you want me to save you all or not?
What are
I
you
want you to
doing,
save me.
Chemo? Why are you making up numbers bigger than 8?
You know, Chemo. Maybe it would help a little bit if you weren't habitually late to fights. It's happened 2 fights in a row now.
I was busy taking care of some things, okay? My friends just died. I was going through a mourning period.
Yep, that's what I was about to say, is that he actually does have a canon reason for being late to both events, so technically, he's fine.
He does. I'm just saying, it is a habit.
And then I got into a very long discussion with a god, and you don't even want to know what happens there. And then next thing I know, I'm here, and what the hell is going on?
Cannon
Wait.
fire.
Moriarty, what were you talking with Kerr about? He said he got in a
was I
discussion
talking-
with God.
How dare you insinuate that I'm not fleshy?
He is very
Okay, we're
fleshy.
Let's not talk about how
Hello,
fleshy the bard
fellow
is. Let's continue.
mortals.
Did the recap?
Yeah, the
okay,
recap.
okay. Alrighty. It's gonna be me again, huh?
I do know
Oh,
that Tanya did
Jimbo.
want to do a recap too, though.
Was that?
I was saying Tanya does actually want to do a recap too, though.
Oh,
we
hold
actually
on,
have a
hold
thing
on.
here.
We discussed this. All right. So previous episode. Hold on. Wait one moment. Yeah, Timber stops for a moment and he looks at the line. One of the soldiers doesn't have arrows. You have a uniform, soldier. Where are your goddamn arrows? You don't have any? You expect me to believe that, maggot? The truth
Distant
is,
Timber yelling.
you lost an expensive issue. You lost expensive army-issued equipment. The equipment will come out of your pay. You will remain on the front lines for 8 years, which is the number of years it will take you to pay for a quiver full of Mark II arrows you have lost. Now get out of my face till you look like a soldier. And then it just keeps going to Tibble chewing this guy out.
I love it.
Okay, but can we get an actual recap, please?
Slow fade 2. Slow fade 2.
Slow fade.
Where the hell am I? Like, what was I doing? We just completed a tower, right? The sky was green. There were undead invading. We needed to defend the city. Moriarty, he went back to the ship. That's right. He went back to the ship to check on everything, find out what the kobolds were up to. Timber, Guard, the twins, they grabbed the cannons from the ship and they were taking those to the wall. Right. Okay. I went to Tunnel Jackson. Did I? No, I didn't die there. That's right. I got my chromatic armlet. That's right. And he wanted to experiment on me, but I'm pretty sure I survived the experiments. Yeah, I did. Okay. Then I went to the ship, collected a bunch of dead rats because I had an idea for how to help defend the wall. Picked up Moriarty there. He was in an argument with a bunch of kids. Why were the kids there? Right, they were the ones delivering the rats. We went to the wall. We fought. We were defending the walls of the city. And then the lieutenant, I thought I had killed him, but he was just playing dead. That's right. He snuck over the wall. He was missed. He was heading towards the commander. And then he killed me. I can't be dead. That's a BS way to go out. No, I refuse to accept that. I am not dead yet. I am going to cling on. I am going to claw my way back up. I am going to keep on fighting because my friends need me right now. You hear that, Sharon? I'm not getting on the damn boat.
Really, Tanya?
That was
Really,
good.
Tanya?
Tanya-chan loves dramatic stuff, so...
Also, the twins are going to use their creation sphere to make a batleth for Rosalia.
What's a batleth?
It's a weapon.
It's the weapon from
Wait.
Star Trek that the Klingons use.
Oh, is that the giant awkward sword
Yeah, it's the
Yes.
crescent sword thing.
Yes.
that's actually useless in real life?
Yeah.
I mean, you said you're Klingon, so they're making you the weapon that you need.
Oh my fucking god. I'm going to cling on to life. As soon as I dig myself back out of Tartarus, I'm putting you in it.
Good luck.
To be
You know,
fair, you're not in
I
that was
Tartarus.
a good one. That was a
I
good
like to
one.
think I did a really good recap there.
You failed to mention my my favorite point, which is that canonically the kobolds have a bunch of religious books stashed on the ship that they're going to use if someone they don't like is getting too chummy with Timber.
I love that.
I mean, perfectly
Oh.
honest, I was slightly floundering there. I was just trying to maintain a proper flow, and I was just trying to get to the end of that. Anyways, so that's where we're at.
Yeah,
Rose is
Paul.
fighting for
Wow.
her life. Everyone is in trouble.
So apparently the twins lost their initiative. Should I just roll new ones?
Yeah, sure, go ahead. It doesn't matter, we're at the top of the order anyways.
Yeah.
Oh, and we need the map reshared.
Yep, I'm redoing that right now. Also,
They also had two different HPs for some reason, so I just went with the higher of the two. I figured that was probably most accurate one.
I honestly don't remember.
Yeah, you won't take much damage.
Oh, good news. Good news, Kerr. I thought it was at negative 40 health. No, I'm at negative 6 health. I just have 46 damage.
Yeah, that's why I said you're not dead.
Yeah, but
You're
4 more
literally
HP.
not quite dead.
4 more HP and you will be dead.
Quit giving the lieutenant ideas. Oh, and I did review last week's VOD. I have 1 point of luck left. So for at least one turn, I think I can prevent myself from dying, assuming that the lieutenant doesn't coup de grace.
Which he might or
Well,
might not.
lucky you
don't
got
know.
ult now.
Darius, the lieutenant will not coup de grace.
Your Jedi mind tricks have no effect on me. Credits are not
Oh.
acceptable.
Oh, that's not a Jedi mind trick. That's just a threat.
Oh, it's cute that you think you can threaten me.
I can
I
try,
offer
damn it.
hugs.
I can try, damn it.
So
You don't
Just-
seem so threatening as you're laying there bleeding.
I
That's-
am most
that's out of
dangerous when I don't
position.
have a body. I'm a poltergeist.
look, I do just want to point
Anyways.
out that there was the very funny moment of, "Is that all you got?"
Yeah.
No,
Oof.
Yeah, it's all fun and games until I get back up and kick his ass.
mayhaps. But I also am going to go ahead and add Chemo Boy Me Bob into the tracker.
Chemo boy, me Bob.
Chemo Me
It's
Boy Me Bob.
okay. It's okay either way, Rosalia. The
Do you want me
twins
to
are
roll?
able to heal you.
Yes, we are at the top of the order, specifically because we ended it off to be at the top of the order. So now is like the only reasonable time for you to actually join.
All right, let me roll initiative.
Wait a minute.
With a plus a million.
Come on, higher than 10. God damn it!
No.
Wait, I just noticed something.
I'm still
Jeffrey-
going faster than most people, though.
Yeah.
Jeffrey and Billy Bones aren't on the combat tracker.
No, because I have them all at the same thing, because otherwise it gets too bogged down.
Fair enough.
Besides, we were kind of doing the allies and enemies phase.
Yeah.
The only one who's going to act outside of that is Aedric, because
A resplendent offering.
Ooh.
Because he's Aedric and he
Tokeme
can.
tipped $50. I can threaten you. Razim smile.
That
Wait,
is
what?
certainly a threat.
I don't know.
Tosha-
Maybe try that one again. See if it sinks in.
Toshime, thank you so very much for that tip and fully completing the tip goal.
I now want to make the joke. I am the countermeasure.
Look at me. I am the captain now.
Look at me, I'm the countermeasure now.
I think it's a little bit funnier if we just see one of the zombies pull out a gun.
So anyways, it
Uh,
started blasting.
So, anyways, but
So anyways, it started rattling.
just
So is
to
that a Glock?
okay, so just
Rattle
to
'em,
recap what
boys.
had just happened at the end of last session, which was Aedric's like little procession had reached the fire that the twins had set up. His pallbearers have crumbled and burned into dust, but Aedric is just fine and is striding forward towards the gate. I'm going to go ahead and place down Chemo right at the edge of the map. Just to remind you guys about
quick
how
question.
the... Yes.
Why is Aedric striding towards the gate? Wasn't he on top of the gate?
No.
No.
No, that's the lieutenant.
No, I'm pretty sure Aedric is on top of the gate. He made that
No, it's
firewall
Lieutenant.
after all.
No, he's striding through your firewall.
Yeah, Aedric had just walked. I just said, no.
Oh,
Aedric
it's because
had
the
just
gate's
won.
on the ground. I get it.
No,
Yeah.
no, I was making a joke about the twins are Aedric and Aedric.
Oh.
Oh.
Wow!
You know I can't read.
You're going to die now.
Okay, look, you have to admit that it's really confusing when you decide to do this in a moment like this.
Mm-hmm.
It is entirely confusing for everyone involved.
And they were all
That
very
is kind of the
confused.
part.
I know, but I do just want to point it out.
I'm gonna be so glad if next session their names are just Ig and Oof. That we know who it is we're talking about.
It should. I suggested front and back.
Up and down?
No doubt.
Who and what?
Only up.
No, we're gonna have them be named who and what, and have them on the first and second defenses.
Okay, so Aedric is walking through the fire like a badass.
Yes.
Continued storyteller.
Yes. I am. When he's finished moving through, I will actually, put the damage roll and all that. But he is no longer as large as because he's not on his little procession dais. He is just a nice medium size. And he is marching through the gate. And you see him stop pretty much just before the actual exit. It seems like he is barely even noticing the dead horrors that are populating the inside of the gate. The fire, the arrows, everything. And he passively and impassionately looks over everyone. The entire list of people who are out in front, as well as the fields of soldiers and clerics that are bogging his way down. And he brings forth an ultimatum. If you stand in my way, I will make sure that your broken body is nailed to the tower before I cast it down. This is your last chance to avoid opposing me. Leave.
If I was alive right now, I'd have very choice words for him.
Temple will make a, he's gonna puff out his chest and he goes, I am Templedor Jägermeister von Glorious Borkenborg Wolfenstein. You will not pass!
Oof.
I promise. On the Kaiserin!
I will pass when you break before me.
Ooh.
I shall be
so-
unbroken.
Basically, everyone except for Rose, because Rose is currently incapable of doing this. You can roll a perception check on Aedric if you want.
It's not sound right.
It's not sound, it is visual.
Alright, that's under abilities, right? Alright, no.
It should be under skills.
Oh, skills, thank you. +0, let's go. Buddhist, I guess, since he's there.
Yeah, I mean, you guys can all go ahead and start rolling if
everyone
you
can?
want. Yeah, everyone. I did say everyone except for Rose.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, we can all what?
Roll
Perception.
perception check.
My brain is not made
Something-
of brain.
That's
seems
my
to
Would
have
I
been
would I wait
reset
since I'm not
here.
there yet?
You can see the gate. He is prominently standing at the front of the gatehouse.
Oh, okay.
I think I noticed.
Okay, I'll just roll with the old sheets for now.
I think he noticed. I think he noticed.
Rolls a 2, still gets better than Temple.
Timber's wearing a helmet. He can't see anything out of it.
He's just looking at his foe. That's all that matters.
Timber is blood drunk. He's preoccupied.
All right. So for most of you, you managed to easily notice that where Aedric had been getting injured before, it isn't the same sort of injuries that you would expect even on an undead like him. Instead, what you're seeing is it's being replaced by, like, an inky black something.
Storyteller?
Yes?
I know Temple didn't see this, but since he's a big target, can Temple do a detect chaos on this guy?
Yeah, you can do that pretty easily.
Alright. Bujwang. I don't know how.
Yeah, he's registering on about every level.
Oh. Chaos filth. Of course, that's always just Temple going heresy. But it's like a more serious heresy this time?
No, it's just
Instead-
regular, not corrupt.
Yeah. Oh.
This is regular chaotic nature, not corrupt chaotic. It's just that he's pinging very hard to your detect chaos.
Yep. He's either chaotic good or chaotic evil.
Or chaotic neutral.
I'm sorry, my brain is still waking up. What did the perception check give us?
Yes.
Where his injuries would normally be, because, you know, he's been shot at a couple times and he's been injured a bit. He's strode through fire. Where the injuries would normally be, instead it's being replaced by, like, a very inky black substance.
Oh, that's only good. That can mean only good things. Only the best things. I absolutely don't hate that. Don't worry.
But that is Aedric's turn.
Does this gate have one of the typical defenses of a pot of boiling oil just sitting above the front?
That has been those have already been prepared multiple times. And, like, there's like an abundance of those along the walls that are currently being deployed on undead that are close, as well as especially in the gatehouse. Most of them have not been put to use because they didn't want to use them on the large bone horrors, and instead we're planning to use those to stymie the undead hordes that are currently being obliterated by this fire sphere.
Nice. Okay. Just making sure we had them.
So that's what's going on with there. So, like, they have, like, boiling pots of oil, water, like, you know, just various substances, and like, have them ready to use. They just haven't really used them that much yet. There's also some, like, explosive pots, things like that.
So I could
Alright.
reasonably have Timber just pick one of these things up and throw it at a guy.
Well, yeah,
Well,
but you'd have to get it down to Timber.
Yeah.
Or Timber up to me.
I think Timber would be very mad if you drug him away from the big leader. He's not big, but, you know.
Well, I mean, like, if there's a pot up here and the big leader's down there, Timber could throw a pot at him and then jump down and battle him fist to fist.
But he's already closer with a sword.
Yeah. Moriarty
giant-
teleports Temple up there and he starts mauling Moriarty. Why did you do this to me? This was my moment.
No, wait, stop! He's still there!
So, anyways, Aedric just went. Does that mean it's Soldier 31's turn?
Yeah, we're not, the only one who's going outside of allies and enemies phase is Aedric and you guys.
Yeah.
So now it's your guys' turn. So, you know, just going down with chemo to start.
I try
As you roll up to the gate, you can see it's like utter pandemonium right now. It looks like there have been large undead monstrosities that have battered their way through the gates. There is currently a concerted effort to drag downed soldiers back to the cleric lines to be healed and then sent back forward. And all of that sort of stuff going on right now, as well as the general din of battle.
Okay, and can I see everyone from here then, since I can see Aedric?
You can see people who are not up on the walls.
Okay, so I see Toshime Gar and Timber.
Yeah, you can see
And
Gar,
Brutus.
Timber, and then also probably Aedric, because they're up like just above the really close. So
Damn. So he doesn't know that Rose went down.
no.
Not yet.
Is this area here where like Aedric and Soldier 6 are, is that an actual like gate that's closed right now, or is it open?
It's
So the
open
gatehouse, there was initially a gate that was battered down by a bunch of undead monstrosities called bone horrors.
Mm-hmm.
Think of these guys as like living siege weapons. They
Yep.
batter down the initial gate, go into the actual gate, get a bunch of like arrows, stones, stuff like that dropped on them. As they're battering down a portcullis that has just been breached. The last of the bone horrors was taken down, but now Aedric's procession has reached the gate and he has strode inside. His procession burned to a crisp.
So is Aedric basically just a straight line for me to get to him then?
So you'll have to wade through it's not pictured because it'd be too much stuff and it was already laggy with what was here.
Mm-hmm.
But imagine where you're at is the medic line.
Okay.
Where in order to get any sort of healing at all, you just run back to the medic line, they'll heal you up and send you back, because that's what they're doing to all the soldiers right now
Mm-hmm.
that are getting injured, keeping the undead off the walls.
Okay.
And then the soldier tokens that you're seeing are actually packs of soldiers and groups. It's just, I can't individually place down all these soldiers.
Yes. Okay.
So you said all 3 of the skeletal horrors are down? Because one of them is showing as still being up, but at critical health.
Was one of them? I thought the last one had died.
It says
Yeah,
that it's still
yeah.
alive at critical.
I will call you
Oh,
dropping
okay.
bombs on it, I think.
Yeah, because I thought that it died at the end specifically. That's what I wrote down.
Yeah.
I
I
just
will
don't
call
think
it-
I think it was because it was late. I just didn't write it down in the thing. I'm just gonna put it
Yeah.
down here.
I would call soldiers dropping bombs on it, but then Aedric came right afterwards.
Yeah.
All right.
So I went ahead and marked it in the combat tracker as also being dead. But all of the skeletal horrors did go down just at the end. Just to remind you of things, Gar is currently on 1 HP. Brutus is also on 1 HP. His chains have popped.
Okay.
Timber is about half-ish.
So
But he's also bleeding.
as Chemo, unfortunately, Chemo cannot use anything to help you guys because of his abilities. He can't use it on other people. But I can do one thing very, very well for you guys. As Chemo comes to the edge of the medic line, just kind of looking over and just taking in everything. He's just staring for a moment before his eyes lock on Aedric. And he just takes a very deep breath as the fire that crackles around his arm suddenly blooms into a bonfire. Lightning crackles around his legs as he bends down and launches forward like a lightning bolt. Basically full round run straight ahead towards Aedric.
All right. Do you want to end just before Aedric, or literally in melee with him already?
Right before Aedric, I think. I think that both ones would be fine.
All right. And I'm just noting it down because obviously there's a gatehouse inside of it, but I can't picture it.
Mhm.
Well, hello there,
Hey.
Chemo. Good to have you join me.
Are you in? You're inside the gatehouse.
He's on top.
He's on top.
Okay.
Yeah, but
But
there's
you know,
little,
psionics
little
and
mortal
you know,
holes.
collective.
Well, no, because he's next to Aedric.
Oh my
Oh, God.
Okay, look,
Uh.
I knew what your joke was. I'm just refusing to acknowledge them because you changing your character's name every single session and then occasionally doing something like this. I am not rewarding this behavior.
As Emo just lands, it's almost literally like he just steps out of thin air in front of Brutus, Gar, and Timber. Flicks his hands out as his claws extend. His tail slides out. Its stinger crackling with fire and electricity as he's just looking at Aedric. You're not taking one step in here and hurting these people. I will end you.
Oh, this will end, but it will end with your broken body strewn about. I promise you this.
And that's all for me because full round move.
Yeah.
Dramatic entrance, go!
Woo!
Superhero
ones.
landing.
Yeah, I'd like to say superhero landing. He's gonna do a superhero landing.
Emo, all eyes on me. Don't focus on them. Focus on me. I'm the big shiny distraction target.
Okay, Rena.
Could we, Could we get the combat tracker actually set up for whose turn it is, by the way?
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna be doing that. Gonna click ditch. I just don't want it because, like, you know, it's gonna be, oh hey, yes, this moves in this order, and then like, it's just a lot of clicking.
All right. Aedric is going to do the healing.
A big heal.
After he sends out a little bit of a message to others, could we maybe get somebody by those healers back there so we can, you know, spread it out? We can only do so much healing ourselves.
Understood.
But in the meantime, return to one life. Oh, apparently it didn't actually apply, but
I was about
there
to say
you
that
go.
brought up about 15 errors on my log computer.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm breaking reality to return from the grave.
Handler error. EF naval combat on damage. Naval combat Lua. What?
The Navy's here! We're saved!
No, naval combat. I just blew my way off of the ship of the damned. I said, I'm not getting on your goddamn boat, Sharon.
Not the Navy.
But yes, you wake up just like on the ground with the lieutenant standing over you menacingly, but not actually looking at you.
Oh boy. Just spit out some blood. Round 2, bitch. Actually, it'd be round 3, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Round 2 again!
No. Timber. 3 comes after 2.
Round 2 again.
Anyways.
So, anything else on that turn?
Looking. Well, first off, just for the record, yeah, the twins do have the ability to heal undead.
No, I remember you
esoteric
specifically
healing.
going for that.
Yeah. At the least, they may not realize that Rosalia is undead now, but they knew that she liked her undead minions, so they wanted to be able to heal those.
To be fair, Rose technically is not undead. She's just had her polarity inverted, but she thinks that she's undead.
Well, either way, it just automatically heals you for whatever is the best thing for healing you. Whether positive or negative energy.
Plus, Aedric did also see Temple try using positive energy in an oral. The first episode we will heal. Yeah, let me heal you. It didn't heal.
I'll just use a spell point for that. Alright, yeah, they're good.
Okay.
Moriarty, me boy, me Bob.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, that's not good.
Yeah.
And there he goes.
And there he goes. I'm
All
gonna
right,
give
it's
him
your
a second
turn.
to rejoin because I think he realized that maybe something wasn't working.
Yeah. Moriarty, it's your turn. All right, peace.
Is this the meme where like,
Moriarty has
flashes the
left the
victory sign,
Yeah.
disappears?
Just strums the loot, vanishes into thin air. He just strums the loot and turns invisible. Oh, there he goes.
And there he goes, ladies and gentlemen, off to the races.
It's like
Where the
that,
races are, I'm not sure, but he's gonna go to drink and gamble.
It's like that World War II meme
Welcome
where
back.
Italy's all like, I got a plan. Italy has left the game.
All right, Moriarty, you back from your drinking and gambling at the races?
Shush. Maybe. Did I win?
No.
Okay. Hold
Sadly, your horse came in fourth and just missed podium placement.
on. Okay, hold on. I got a plan.
Wait, what
That's a
did he say?
plan.
I have
Okay.
a plan, then he
Oh, okay.
disconnected.
Okay.
Even funnier the second time, am I right?
Oh yeah.
Uh,
Anyway, it's your turn.
Yeah. So Mr. DM,
Yes.
I wanted to ask you, does it look like I can contribute in a meaningful way? Because I'm honestly not certain.
Well, I mean, you have spells you can use.
I
You
most-
have inspiration to give out. You could hop off of the gatehouse and try and stop Aedric from marching through. You
you
could
could help woes.
pull up you could try and just heave pots down at Aedric.
heaving pots.
You
Um,
could there's tons of stuff you could do.
You could also help woes.
Yeah, is the lieutenant on Rose? That's an enemy, right?
Yes. Yes, very much so.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Should be able to make it to there. And let's see what spell slots I have.
Just so you know, is currently in melee combat with Ulf there. And also one of the Bony boys.
Ah, you said I had spell slots, but my friend, you are apparently mistaken. I have one. What? When did I?
You used a couple chromatic orbs.
I have 1 second level spell available. What? Oh, that's how many I've cast.
Yeah.
Okay, I was like,
I was like, where did all my ammo go?
I was looking at cast and it was like 0-4, and I'm like, what? I should be 404 right now. No, I haven't
Whoa, your spell slots!
Your spell slots 404. 404.
All right.
What do you mean you lost them?
The lieutenant is a melee fighter, correct?
Yes. Although you're not sure entirely on exactly what tricks he had. I mean, he did kind of like purposely go down, turn into mist, and float up. But he's definitely brandishing a melee weapon very threateningly.
Okay. He's probably got a decent fortitude. I'm not going to risk that. I will be casting a 2nd level chromatic orb at the boy. Let's go with... thinking... He's undead, right?
Yes.
The best thing against undead usually tends to be fire. Usually. Yeah, I don't have a radiant, so that's the next best thing.
It's not. By the way, radiant doesn't like exist. It's positive and negative.
Oh, okay. Sorry,
Yeah,
I'm used to
Pathfinder.
D&D.
Yeah, Pathfinder. That's why I'm just letting you know. It's called positive and negative now.
Does positive and negative energy exist for
Well, yeah.
chromatic orb?
No, I mean for instead of it being necrotic and radiant.
Actually, real quick, Rosalia.
Yes.
What's your main form of AC right now?
AC.
Yes.
I'm still learning how these systems work.
Well, what are you asking? I can try to help too.
So I have a spell that can give her +4 dex for 1 minute per level, so that's 10 turns.
Yes. No, that's 10. No, that's 1 minute per level. A minute is 10 rounds.
Yeah.
She uses
Yes.
heavy armor though.
Rosalia wears heavy armor?
No.
Yeah, she has chainmail.
Chainmail's
It's
medium.
chain shirt.
Chain shirt.
Oh, okay. Never mind then.
Okay. Does that have an AC limit?
Yes.
Hmm.
Chain shirt is I think +3.
Something like that.
What's...
I don't see plus. Oh wait, no, there. Fortitude
Dex limit.
miscellaneous +3. Is that where it's at?
No, you're looking for the dex limit on the. Here, I'm just gonna look up chain shirt. I'll just bring it up and
see.
double check.
I am looking at my armor class sheet. I don't see the word dex anywhere.
Okay, that's because the equipment that you use, like for chain shirts, it has a max dex bonus of +4. I looked it up.
So what's your current dexterity modifier, Rose?
+1.
+1.
All right.
So I could. So would you? Okay, so out of character question. I can either chromatic orb this guy in the back and do some damage, hopefully, or I can give you. Let me just double check.
Right now, distraction would be the most welcome thing, because
Yes,
he doesn't know that Rose just stood back up again.
Actually, never mind. This is a touch thing. I need to touch you, so I'll just chromatic orb this guy.
See, she had been dropped and then got back up, and then he hit her with the double tap. Generally speaking, when you double tap somebody, they're actually done. She somehow still got up again because fuck you, that's why.
Gotcha.
Oh, sure. Just ignore the twins.
No, you're the
No. We're talking about the
Fucking
previous round.
hell.
We're talking
No,
about the
no,
previous
Vin.
round where she literally got back up on her feet because of the because of her like secondary countermeasure to heal her with a necrotic explosion.
Yeah, well, no, yeah, that was
know.
the, get back up and then he got double tapped. But she's back up again because of the fuck you, that's why. And the twins, they are the fuck you, that's why.
Telerius, for
Yep.
your note, I am burning blindness. I'm burning a blindness deafness only because it's a 2nd level spell, and I'm just burning a 2nd level spell slot.
Yep.
For chromatic orb. Right, and chromatic orb is a ranged combat attack.
Yep, ranged touch attack. You will be taking a -4 because you're shooting into melee.
Gotcha. Well, I still get a +11 base, so that's pretty good, I think.
Oh yeah, it's touch too. So touch ACs are usually much easier to hit.
Yep, you hit.
There you go.
Cool. Alright, then damage is, because it's level 2, it's 2 extra dice if I remember correctly.
Just however the hell it worked in, D&D.
Let me double check that actually. I feel like it's 2 dice per level, but I could be wrong.
Again, I will fully admit that I am not the best with knowing all of the ins and outs of 5e specifically. So if you ask me things like that, just look it up.
No, it's just 1 extra dice. Okay, good, good,
One
good.
extra dice, cool.
Still, an extra dice is an extra dice. Man, that 1 point of damage really came in clutch.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's gonna be the thing that makes the difference. Watch.
All right.
I burned the spell slot.
So you used fire, right?
Yes.
All right. So your orb of fire splashes against the lieutenant's back while he's in the middle of fighting off both Ulf and an incensed skeleton. It looks like he definitely has a reaction to it, but it doesn't take him down or anything. He's looking a bit singed though.
Alrighty. And that would be my turn, I think.
There's fire resistance.
I will
damn
just
it.
be passing this down.
Yeah, that's why I just. Never mind. I just realized you probably don't have that element. You have the base elements. You wouldn't have positive and negative energy, would you?
Also, please note that I never said he has fire resistance.
No, that's just possibly a guess.
I just want to make sure that this is not a confirmed thing. But yes,
Well.
it is now the other twin's turn.
Let's see. Aedric was under the top of the, he was standing on top of the, gate itself, under there.
Yep. There are machiculations that you can see Aedric through.
Yeah. He specifically got to that spot for that reason, to be able to see through there. Can't help with the lieutenant then, so he's just going to attack Aedric.
All right.
With acid.
With acid.
And just deciding if I want to add anything else onto this for... So... Acid Blast would be a saving throw, a reflex saving throw on his part.
All right.
Oh, wait, no. That's for if the shape was, that's for specific shapes. We'll just go with basic.
All right.
So... Kaboosh!
Oh, nice.
Why was it that die? There.
You do hit.
Hooray! Badoosh!
All right.
He's just taking pot shots of acid at Aedric.
Yep. The acid does splash him really nicely. However, he seems to placidly sweep off the acid off of his shoulders, ignoring how it's making his the flesh on his fingers melt away.
Guess we'll have to do a wall of acid.
Do you want to drop your firewall next turn then?
No,
because that's a
No,
concentration.
because they're skeletons.
Aedric and Aedric can concentrate on two different things.
Ah. Anyways, timber me boy me bop.
Temple is gonna turn to Gar and Brutus and tell them both to fall back to the line and get healed. And he will also. So 5, 10, 15, 20. That's the line, right?
It's a little bit further back, but yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Because right now you're technically in the soldier pack. It's just not as big as it actually is, because then it takes up too
yeah.
much space.
Yeah, I can keep moving.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah. You could
So
you could just get back to the line, basically.
Yeah, basically, I just want to get back to the line. Temple will yell at the soldiers, to fire at Aedric.
As you look over the soldier line that you're like passing through,
Yeah.
you see that they're still trying to recover from being eviscerated by that bone shower.
Yeah. How many dudes they got left?
Not enough to carry the rest back in one swoop.
Oh, okay. Can Temple like scoop up some?
Oh yeah, he can.
Yeah. Okay. Temple just gets
It's
all
a
full
pretty-
of soldiers.
It's a pretty easy enough thing for him to do.
Yeah. I did not give you permission to die. You're going to show me what a volunteer force can actually do. You signed up for this. And Torn.
All right.
There we go.
Next, Gar.
Well, Aedric is giving us the chance to retreat. So. 25, 30, 40. Yep. So retreat and get healed.
Rogue.
Okay. So, how many soldiers are currently dead atop the wall?
So not actually that many, for the specific reason of like when they get like very injured and are like even like actively dying, their fellows drag them off of the walls and back to the medic line. So there is not an ample amount of bodies up there for that reason, and also because like you wouldn't know this, but it's a pretty good guess that it's against policy to leave dead people on the front lines when fighting against necromancers.
Which makes sense.
So there
Yes.
wouldn't be, let's say, 6 hit dice worth of corpses lying around.
On the bottom of the walls with all the dead everything, then yes. Not on top of the walls, though.
Outside or inside?
Outside. Like with the, horde of corpses that are, dead instead of undead. You got quite the pile going on down there.
Yeah, down there.
Up on top, there should be a kobold. Dead.
How many hit dice does a skeletal horror have?
No, Toshime. The kobold was on the gate with Aedric.
Yeah, it's up in the gate.
Ah.
Yeah, like on the gate, not in the gate. So very specifically, skeletal horrors have like 10 hit dice. They are big boys.
So, I would like to, rather than engaging the lieutenant, I would like to raise a skeletal horror from the pile of parts and give it the versatile attacks perk. As it has over 6 hit dice, that means that I can treat its attacks as though they were a given material.
All right, where are you doing this specifically? And Doesn't this also count as casting a spell in melee?
Well, you said the lieutenant was facing away from me, right?
Oh, I said that he wasn't looking down at you. You're still threatened by him. You could just
Why
take the
are you
5-foot step back. Well, you're also
Well,
prone, but you know.
I mean, I can still take the 5-foot step, right? Just scramble away.
Yeah. But I am just letting you know that you are also prone. So you need to take a 5-foot step, use your movement to stand up, and then you could see to cast a spell.
I'll only need to get high enough up for her to sling her arm over the crenellations.
Yeah.
Just enough to aim a spell over. Just aim blindly into the pile of skeletons.
All right.
So, yes, she's raising a skeletal horror. She's given it the versatile attacks, reading the description here. The undead treats its natural weapons as though they were magic for the purpose of penetrating damage reduction. For every 5 hit dice the undead possesses past its first, the Necros can select a material, treating the undead's attacks as though they were that material. So since I can't think of anything else, I would just say silver.
All right.
That would be 11 hit dice off of my pool.
All
So
right.
they cost 10, right?
10. Yep.
At least we have 8 hit dice left.
All right. Also, so where do you want this to be raised at? Considering that, like, the semicircle has been obliterating any body part that goes in there. So long as it's basically anywhere outside. Okay, right there. Cool.
And the quick question: how tall is the wall, and how tall are the skeletal horrors?
So the wall is like around like 10, like not 10, but it's more like 15 to 20 feet high. It's a pretty big wall. As for the skeletal horrors, they are fairly large. Like they get up about like not quite halfway, but you know, they're like about as tall as timber is.
All right, just double checking that. Yeah, that's my turn. Is raising the skeletal horror, and hoping the lieutenant hasn't noticed that I'm still alive.
What did you say there? Sorry, there's a siren.
So that's my turn, raising the skeletal horror and hoping the lieutenant hasn't noticed that I'm still alive.
All right. Well, he definitely notices now because you moved. He is definitely actively noticing. Can you hear me?
Yeah. I can hear you.
Okay. You just didn't say anything in response, so I was checking.
Well, there's not really a whole lot to do, and
All right.
this is a survival measure that she's about to do.
All right. So that is all of the players. Now we're going to allies and enemies. For now, the allies are going to be going la first. So, in order of things that are going to happen, for those of you inside the gatehouse, you are able to hear the marshal yell the first thing, like, that isn't just like an almost indistinguishable order over the din of battle. Because he has mostly been giving out like things like issue order 32 right wall, things like that. Which is mostly indistinguishable to all of you, but obviously has meaning to like his army. This time he turns around, goes and looks at some of his entourage and says, deploy the countermeasures. And as you see that, a couple of them clasp their hands and start to pray.
Dorime.
Ameno, ameno latire. But, so that's happening right now. You're not exactly sure what that's going to do, but it's happening.
So got Inamine playing as the skeletal horror is rising up out of the ground, and everyone's chanting.
It's a couple of people right now. So other important things. Brutus has received an order to move back, so Brutus moves back. Ulf is going to take a hearty swing at the lieutenant.
I pray to Shrek every night, thanking him for the life I've been given. Shrek is love,
Oh
I
God.
say. Shrek is life.
Carrying on.
You're welcome.
Carrying on. Moving on. Does he hit?
Come on.
Ulf, come on, my man. Give me a melee slashing crit card, please.
Oh no. As in, quit fail.
No, like crit card.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying. Oh no, Ulf, my man. First roll.
This is the enemy rolling, wasn't it?
No, this is actually
No.
Ulf rolling.
Oh hell
Oh.
yeah.
Well, that's good.
You said oh no, and I was like, oh no.
Oh no for him.
I was saying oh no because it's a symbol of what's to come for. Because remember last session in the crazy
Yeah.
up and down. That's why I'm like oh no, Ulf, you've been cursed now.
It begins
You've been
again.
blessed by the
You-
Kaiser, and don't forget that extra damage dice.
You said crit, right?
Yes,
Quit slash.
Okay.
melee slashing crit.
Don't lose your head. Quadruple damage. And if the damage you take is equal to or greater than half of your maximum hit points, you are decapitated.
Let's go steal the Imperialist.
That, of course, be you being the lieutenant in this case. Or whoever
Yes.
Who
he's
is this
attacking.
swinging? Is this Ulf swinging?
Yes.
Oh no.
Why did you
So-
roll damage to the soldiers?
I did not mean to do that. I'm using a trackpad
Ah.
on this leggy thing.
Ulf just swung very, very hard.
Very, very distantly, very hard. So you know what? Here, I'm just gonna type this instead. So
So it could plus the extra damage dice.
it is not half of his maximum health.
Still puts a good chunk in him though.
Oh, it does more than a good chunk. This is an absolutely brutal neck slash against the lieutenant that, if it were a mortal man and not an undead, would have left them without a throat.
Making the Kaiser proud.
Basically, imagine like you're looking at an undead who just had his throat actually like just straight half ripped out.
With a big ass longsword.
Yes.
Someone's
And on
getting a
the-
sticker.
On the other side is Randolph with the "let me do it for you" look. For you. All right. He gets a pretty nice shot off onto a group. Good for him. Good for you.
Oh yeah, chemo. Randolph has his nose is 3 times longer than it was before.
He's using a magic cannon and got a crit fumble.
Oh god, no.
Well,
Oh
to
no,
be fair,
he's literally the meme dog now.
to be fair, the last time he was in a fight, it got crushed. So now it's getting elongated.
Yeah.
Let me do it for you.
Let me do it for you. Yeah. So he takes out a good number of zombies with that shot. Boom.
The scaly bros.
Right side of the wall is doing pretty good at keeping him off. The left side's starting to struggle a bit.
I'm sorry.
Then again, it
everyone.
doesn't
I
have
just
canon
gotta
supporting fire
interrupt
damage.
real quick to just say, Kerr is absolutely adorable.
Oh yes, absolutely.
I mean, we're hearing you mumbling about booping the snoot there, Kerr. It's cute.
Stone population, you gonna boop the nozzle. What you gonna do? Boop. Followed by a shotgun going off.
All right. Other important allies and enemies actions. Oh yeah, healing.
Let me know how much total healing is being done by them because the twins will probably grab it and distribute it as they please.
Yep. So specifically on your party, there is a group of 28 healing and a group of 18 healing. The other role is going to Brutus, who is not in the collective.
Brutus isn't?
I thought it was just the party that's in the collective at all times. But I thought you
No.
didn't
Yeah,
have
he's
the...
part of the party.
Yeah, the Wolfen are part of the party.
Okay, technically they're not followers. They're like, I think the term is cohort or something.
Ohana means family.
What Tanya
But
said.
fine, you know what? If because I thought that you only had just enough in the collective to do the entire party, like players.
Actually, that might be the case.
Actually, I think it
I
was
don't remember.
one you had left, and now Chemo's in there, so now that's 0.
Okay, fair. So how much healing was done? And I'm guessing it's going on to Toshime or Gar?
It's going on to both Toshi and to Timber, which is 28 and 18 respectively.
They'll leave it on them.
So
Well,
Toshi got
they'll-
healed 28, Timber, you're at 18 heal.
Alright.
They'll take
You
them,
punch that in for
combine
me?
them, and then half them, between the two. So they both get the same healing.
Alright, so that's 46 a pop, so 23 each.
Okay.
Yeah, tell Darius. Referring to whether or not the Wolven count as part of the party for that sort of thing.
Ohana means family.
There.
Okay.
How much hit points?
23.
Alright. I can't edit my hit points.
Oh, well, that's weird. I will do it for you. Let me
Thank
do
you.
it for you.
Okay, I got
Let
mine.
me do it for you.
Alright, and Gar, you got it fine, so cool.
There are a lot of people from.
Okay, so that is most of the important allies and enemy stuff. That's the... Yeah, so going through it, that's pretty much all the stuff that